Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Eurosis, the show where we watch and react to songs from the Eurovision Song Contest. Now, I'm sorry that this episode is coming a bit late, but last week I was sick and I totally lost my voice, and also it was extremely gloomy. But today, see, I sound okay-ish, and outside we have beautiful sun, so yeah. Great day to listen to some Eurovision songs. So today we're going to listen to Switzerland, UK, Denmark, Latvia, Moldova, and the Netherlands. First up, we have Switzerland, represented by Remo Forrer with the song Water Gun. Remo has won the third season of The Voice of Switzerland. He has also participated on the German talent show I Can See Your Voice, apparently. And he hasn't released any songs yet or anything like that. He's very young. He's 21 years old. So Remo says about his own song, "We are currently faced with global crises and war. We must live with the consequences of decisions we didn't make, but I still hope we can change things." So peace, peace, love, love, you know. Remo was internally selected, so boo. And his song is in English, so also boo. Let's listen. The piano usually means bad things, as in a ballad. I'm a bit surprised by his voice, because usually when people say like, oh, someone has an amazing voice, it usually means they can hit the highs. Well, okay, he can hit the highs too, but amazing lows. I'm impressed. Oh my god. Just body bags that we've become. I mean, okay. I don't wanna be a soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood. Like the percussion here. Not playing with water guns. Okay, you know what? This was pretty powerful. I quite like the chorus. The chorus is very memorable, so that's definitely very good. And I mean, some of the lyrics are, pretty strong. I kind of like that. I like the whole concept of likening war to sort of playing soldiers as a kid. And definitely I love the beginning of the song when he starts singing very low. I like that a bit more than the chorus with those higher notes, but basically the whole song is pretty nice. Starts off slow, and sort of more minimalistic. It builds up, Pretty good, even though it's typically not my cup of tea. So next up on our list is the UK, represented by Mae Muller with the song I Wrote a Song. Let's get the important things out of the way first. So Mae was chosen internally, boo, and her song is in English, so boo. So according to Wikipedia and the Eurovision website, Mae's greatest success so far was the single Better Days, which has entered top 40 on the charts in several countries. So good for her. I've never heard that song though. She has released one album, 3 EPs, and a bunch of singles. So far so good. The first thing that I thought when I saw the title, I was like, what a stupid title. And I hope it's not a song about writing songs like what Alexander Rybak did a couple of years ago, because that's silly. But apparently it's not about that, fortunately. It's a song about overcoming a heartbreak, so something that we've never heard before. Let's listen.
When you said you were leaving to work on your mental health, you didn't mention the cheating.
Okay.
You kept that one to yourself. I got so mad, was gonna cut you out outside your house for everyone to see. Instead, I wrote a song about how you did me wrong. I could have cried at home and spent the night alone. Instead, I wrote a song.
Okay.
I feel much better now. Me and my girls are out and we all sing along. Instead, I wrote a song.
Okay, I mean, I'm digging the lyrics. They're fun. And the beat's great. Yeah. The whole song is about like, I wanted to cuss you out. I wanted to blah, 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 you know, like trash your bands, tell all your friends. But instead I wrote a song, and then in the music video they show all of the stuff that she's singing about that she didn't do. Okay, which is not something that I usually say about the UK, but this is pretty good. I actually really enjoyed this. I think it is a really solid pop song. It's fun to listen to, definitely fun to dance to. I can totally imagine that. And the lyrics are cool. They're maybe not super easy to remember because there's a lot of them in the chorus, but I love how they, you know, like I love how exact the rhymes are. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, good job. So next up on our list is Denmark, represented by Riley with the song Breaking My Heart. So Riley was chosen in the national selection. Yay! As always for Denmark, honestly. And his song, of course, is in English. So boo. Okay, so Riley has released an EP and a couple of singles, but not an album yet. But he has 11 million followers on TikTok, so yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. He comes from the Faroe Islands, by the way. His song, Breaking My Heart, is, according to him, according to Wikipedia, written during a toxic romantic relationship. He said also that he had known that the person was not good for them, but had still wanted to keep coming back to them regardless. I mean, Riley, haven't we all been there? Let's listen.
Do you remember? Said it'd be easier if I was dead. 'Cause whenever I'm not scared to love you, but I'm scared of breaking my heart.
I kind of like what he did there with his voice, the distortion. It reminds me a little bit of the Greek song last year.
Now I remember I used to tell you all my deepest fears. If we go back to the start, you still be breaking my heart.
Okay, so this is also basically the chorus. Okay, no, this is the chorus. Is it? No, this is the chorus. Okay. Okay, I mean, it's quite nice, but I don't know. I guess, like, he wrote the lyrics, right, for this song. They're not anything special, to be honest. I was hoping for more tea, like there was in the previous song, right? I wanted to know, like, what specifically his ex did that was toxic or something. I mean, honestly, he didn't claim that the person was toxic. He just said that the relationship was toxic, so maybe it was just their dynamic. I mean, honestly, at least the way that this song is produced, it might sound a little bit different on the night, you know, with live vocals, but in this mix, the vocals to me are a little bit too quiet, And like I said, I do like the distortion, but it does make it harder to understand what he's singing, and it's harder to kind of like learn the lyrics or understand the message of the song. And it's a little bit too repetitive. I'm comparing this to the UK entry because they're both dance songs, pop songs. They're both about breakups, so it's there's a lot of comparisons to draw, and I just think that the UK song is much more successful, than this one. But it's really not bad. Okay, so next up on our list is Latvia, represented by Sudden Lights with the song Aija. First of all, Sudden Lights were chosen in the national selection, so yay! And their song Aija, despite the Latvian title, is unfortunately in English, so boo! So Sudden Lights are an indie rock band from Riga. They have released 3 albums and a bunch of singles. They were started in 2012, so they've been out there for quite some time, and they're a pretty established act in Latvia. The title Aija is supposedly untranslatable into English, but the Wikipedia claims that it's something like a hush baby or shush. The song is supposed to offer comfort to people, and it's supposed to be a type of lullaby. I do not like when songs put me to sleep, but let's see. Well, that does not sound like a lullaby, come on. Wikipedia was lying to me. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. I remember one thing that my mom said about U2 back in the day, that she feels like their music is noisy. So, if you consider U2 noisy, then this is just extreme, isn't it? I mean, that's what I would describe it as. It's noisy. Aija, okay. It's not Aija. Aija, okay. Okay, there's some more Latvian. I don't know about this. Yeah, this is when I read that it's an indie rock band, this is indie rock for sure. So, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't like my rock independent. I like my rock dependent. More commercially, with more commercial and mainstream appeal, let's just say. It all kind of sounds like, one big mess. To me, personally. I mean, especially the first time that you hear it, I'm pretty sure that, the more I listen to it, the more it will sound normal to me, and it will be easier to sort of process it, digest it, but it's a bit overwhelming. Okay, so next up on our list is Moldova, represented by Pasha Parfeni with the song Soarele și Luna. First of all, he was chosen in the national selection, so yay! And the song Soarele și Luna is in Romanian, so yay! Okay, as I was reading his bio, it turned out that he already represented Moldova in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2012, so the same year that Lorin won, obviously. So that's an interesting reunion this year, right? And he came 11th then. And I was like, okay, I don't remember that song at all. Let me check it on YouTube. And it's so bad. So bad. How did it come 11th? But Austria didn't qualify that year for the grand final. Just, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. And he used to be actually the vocalist for Sunstroke Project. But he left the band right before the Eurovision 2010 when they went to Eurovision. And, obviously they had the legendary epic sax guy moment. And then later they came back and they came third or something. Yeah, that's right. So, Moldova... that might be maybe Moldovan best result so far, the third place by Sunstroke project in 2017. And I mean, in general, Pasha Parfene, I would say, is a pretty established, well-known artist in Moldova. So, let's see. I'm hearing ethnic instruments. I'm liking this. Yeah, totally different than his 2012 entry. Oh! I'm liking this. So apparently this was also inspired by his wife, which is really cute. Okay, the bridge. Okay, it wasn't maybe the most impactful bridge ever, but fine. Kununa, sorry. It's not Kuruna, because like I would want to say Kuruna, because that sounds more like Corona, which is the crown. Wow! Yeah, I really like this. You know, this is right up my alley, of course. You know, dance beats plus, you know, ethnic stuff. And in the national language. Whew! Yeah, that's like this song honestly kind of hits the jackpot. It got 2 yays, and it's exactly the kind of thing that I like. So yeah, it's really, really, really good. And as you could see, like I immediately learned the melody of the chorus. It's very memorable and catchy. So yeah, awesome. Good job, Moldova. Yes. Okay, so the last entry for today is the Netherlands, represented by Nia Nicolai and Dion Cooper, with the song Burning Daylight. So, first of all, they were chosen internally, so boo. And the song is in English, so boo. Mia and Dion have mostly separate musical careers, but they were kind of brought together for this project by the Dutch winner from 2019, Duncan Lawrence, and his partner, the songwriter Jordan Garfield. So the four of them wrote this song together. And by the way, if this song is not about the need for us to adopt daylight savings time all year round, then I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I don't find any joy anymore from the same old cycle. I've never been good at crying, always wanted to be the tough type. I'm sorry, I'm just human, I'm losing myself, I'm chasing highs. I'm losing myself, I'm chasing highs. And burning daylight.
I mean, you could hear that this is a song written by the songwriters of Arcade, right? I would say they have a lot of similar qualities. I would say that definitely the melody in the chorus is very interesting. It's not obvious, if you know what I mean. Like, it sounds still good and satisfying, like it's not too weird, but at the same time, it's not predictable. So that's a good thing. The verses to me are a bit too long and not that exciting though. Okay, very nice finish, actually. I really enjoyed that, and I like it that they didn't just repeat the chorus, but it was, you could argue it's the same line over and over again, but it wasn't, you didn't hear it in the song before, so I think that it's kind of nice that they sort of change it up for the end, and it's very powerful. It's, it's very strong, so that's good. I mean, it's a well-written song, for sure. Like I said, to me the verses are slightly, are a bit of a snooze. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, and also, again, it starts off kind of small and minimalistic, builds up over time, so that's also something that I personally really enjoy when songs do that. In general, not only for Eurovision, but I think for Eurovision, it's an especially successful formula because it kind of leaves you with this very strong impression at the end. So that's a good thing. Okay, so my final thoughts. This was a pretty strong episode. I would say this. None of the entries today seemed boring to me. So that's good. Even Switzerland, which was like a straight up ballad. I didn't enjoy Latvia very much. I would maybe have to listen to it some more and I might change my mind about it, maybe. But at this point, no. Denmark was probably the weakest out of the pop song, let's say. Well, if I had to choose my favorite, well, I would probably go with Moldova, for sure, because that's definitely my cup of tea. It definitely fits my taste in music the most, and kind of gives me, especially what I want out of Eurovision. Especially at Eurovision, I want to hear ethnic, regional songs, right? But I have to say, the UK was surprisingly good. I'm saying surprisingly because UK doesn't have a good track record. But this was really good and really fun. And so was the Netherlands, I would say. So good job there as well. I think that I definitely preferred this song to Arcade. When I first heard Arcade, I don't think that I was like... that I liked it that much, It definitely grew on me, for sure. I still don't think that he deserved to win that year, but it's a good song. I mean, I gotta admit that, and I can admit that. Really excited for the last episode, and then, of course, after the last episode, I will do a tier rating episode, same as I did last year, so stay tuned for that. So thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, I would love it if you subscribed, liked, and commented on this video. All this stuff that, YouTubers always ask you guys to do. So yes, and I'll see you on the next episode of Eurosis. Bye!